I'm going to show you how to make a simple lantern. And in your kit you will get a pack of withies to construct your lantern, masking tape, this is to join the pieces together, tissue paper, which is going to be daubed with glue to make it nice and strong and to give it a covering, candle to put into the centre of the lantern to light it, and a wire ring so that you can attach your lantern to the pole for the procession. Now I'm going to cut the withies to size, so I need 4 pieces approximately the same size as each other. These 4 pieces are now going to become the base of the lantern. Now we're going to join the pieces together to make the base, which is going to be a square for our lantern, and we're doing this with masking tape. It's a good idea to, once you've wound the masking tape around the withy, to give it a good pinch so that it really sticks together. There we have our base. It's just ready now to be strengthened with some cross pieces. These go from corner to corner. Attach 4 withies, 1 to each corner. Once again, use the masking tape, winding it around like a bandage. Once you've got all 4 withies pointing up like this, like a little teepee, check that the crossover is perpendicular to the cross at the bottom, and that way you'll make sure that your lantern is a good shape. Attach with a piece of masking tape, and then don't worry if you've got long pieces hanging out the top, you can just snip them off. As you're building up another layer of withy onto your lantern, it's sometimes easier if, when you've attached it to the corner, you try bending the withy around the corner so that it then becomes the next piece along the side. So if you bend it like that, now you see this one is too short. So all you do is you pick up one of the pieces of withy that you've trimmed from the top and you join them together. Now a good way to do that is to get some masking tape, get a few pieces ready. Take the 2 ends together and wind one around the other. Once you've wound it, take your piece of masking tape and, just like we were doing before, wrapping it like a bandage, take it around both pieces of withy and so joining them. Once you've joined the 2 withies together, you can then easily get it to the next corner where you can just join it to the main frame again, and then rather than cutting it off, just bend it round, and it quite easily then goes to the last corner where again you attach with masking tape, and remember to give it a really good pinch when you've done, just to make sure that the pieces secure to your lantern will help to strengthen it further and provide a base for your candle. Once the frame is constructed, you're then going to add the candle. This is done by placing the candle in the centre of this cross piece and winding the wire around each of the 4 pieces of withy. More uprights will help to give more stability to the overall construction of the lantern. There you have the ring that will attach to the pole for the procession. It will look absolutely wonderful when it's done. I'm now going to continue covering the lantern with the tissue paper. This is with the PVA glue in the carton. It was about a third of PVA glue and I've added a third of water. When you add your water, you then just give it a really good shake, mix it all together. I poured a little bit out into this dish and I'm using that with a sponge to paste pieces of tissue. Now I find it best to lay it down on the surface, bit of PVA, cover it all over. Remember to tear the tissue into pieces as opposed to cutting them, because the torn edge of the tissue binds together really well with itself, whereas the cut edge binds less well. When you get to the bottom, just tuck it under, just secure it, just stick it to the withers. As the tissue paper dries, it shrinks, and as it shrinks, it tightens, and then your lantern has a wonderful, tough, tight skin all over it. So here we have the finished lantern, and you can see that the tissue paper is now fully dry and has made this really tight, waterproof skin all over. It's a great shape, it'll make a great lantern. You must make sure though that you cut a door from around the back or the side so that you can get inside the lantern to light the candle. Also, make sure you leave the top open so that the heat from the candle can escape. So that is the basic shape, and it's going to make a wonderful lantern. You can see that the bottom has been covered as well, so the wind can't get in and put the flame out. So fantastic, very basic shape. What can you do with it? Well, you can also dress it up. Here's one that I've just prepared, and you can see that we've got lots of colour, but it's still that very basic shaped lantern that I've been demonstrating. Another idea for it, a mouse. But whatever your imagination can come up with, this technique, simple, straightforward, you have fun, come along to the Lantern Festival that happens every year during the first 2 weeks of September.